Say hi to the vlog, Alicia.
Hi. Hi, vlog.
So yeah, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and use this file so that I can file my nails. This is just so that I can have a smooth surface. Yeah, I know that I'm doing it quickly because I have errands I need to go run. So, ooh, this one needs to chip a little. And you won't be like, you guys won't realize. I mean, slow down, Shelly. I got this tool from Dollar General, and it probably was like $8 to $10. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna get the experience, and I don't have to pay full price. Okay. So what this does is, see how white my nails look? What this does is allow the glue to stick onto your nail bed. So when you go ahead and add the other nail or the fake nail on top of it, it's gonna have somewhere solid to stick on.
Period.
Like my niece said, period, y'all. So what I love to do is y'all don't worry about this mess right here when it comes to the drawer. I have to purchase some dividers in order for me to divide the things in the drawer, but don't worry about that. Just worry about this right here. Put your focus here. Okay? Bueno. So I have 10 nails here. I love to size up my nails before I start. So I start from the big nail, which is your thumb, and I end up on your pinky. So the big nail, the index, your pointing finger, yeah, the jazz. We already know the names of them, right? So I have 10 nails, 5 for each hand. So these are extra nails. I'm going to remove them from here so that they're not in our way. Okay? And I'm thinking of, y'all already know, I'm going with red. So I have 2 red here. I have red veil, your truth, like reveal, but red veil. And then this one is the big apple red. I think I want to do big apple red. So, because you know, they say the man love red nails. So this is how my first hand is looking. I like them so far. I was on the phone with my niece. Oh, God. Oh, wow. A nail went missing. Oh, gosh. This is the big one. This is the third one, the second one. All right, here we go. Have you guys ever seen this kind of glue? It has an applicator like this. So I'm gonna go ahead, just bring it, just take these out of the way. This crazy glue. I wanted to go to Michael's because I wanted to see if they have any what's the thing called? I wanted to see if they had any pampas grass. I like to press it down because I want these to be on my finger at least for 2 weeks. So now I'm going to pick up this next one. And I'm just pressing it down. So this is how it looks so far. This looks a little bit crooked to me. So I'm gonna just file this. See? Okay, so we're gonna put some glue in here. Zoom y'all out. I like to put a lot of glue because if I want it to last for 2 weeks, it has to have some sort of foundation to stick on, right? And see how it bubble up? I don't want it to bubble up. So I'm just trying to get all the bubbles out. See? Now we're going on to the next nail. I have my fingers up in the air because I want them up in the air. I don't have to have them up in the air. I be getting so excited to show y'all things. Bring my hand over. Like, hey y'all, here's some. So now I'm going to apply some of the glue on my thumb here. I'm just pressing down on it because I don't want the glue to bubble up.
That's like the basic bare minimum. They gotta verify that you got a job and you're gonna pay this money back. So to get laid off was devastating. But because I'm one of God's favorites, amen, I was able to continue my job for the next, I think 2 weeks after, or just long enough for me to pass the employment verification. And I ain't gonna lie, y'all, I don't know if I've ever said this like publicly, but I straight up just DM'd the CEO on LinkedIn and did. I hit him up. I was like, listen, and this, mind you, this is a major company. This is a huge company. I didn't even think he would answer. I never even sent a DM on LinkedIn before. Like, well, not a DM, like on Instagram, but it's like, you know, a private message. Never did it before. But I was like, I have nothing to lose. Y'all just laid me off. I'm pregnant. I'm not going to get maternity leave. I might not get this house. I have to reach out and DM this man and let him know, hey, you don't know who you just laid off. For one, I'm about to have a whole baby, my first baby. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I'm doing. I am freaking out. I didn't say it like that, but this is my mindset. For two, I'm about to get my first home. I'm breaking generational curses. I am the first in my family. Well, not the very first, but not a lot of people in my family own homes. I think I have like one great uncle. He owns his home. Then my great grandmother owned her house. But everybody else to this day still rents. Like, home ownership is not a thing in our lineage, unfortunately. I'm coming from the perspective of, you have no idea what you just did. Laying me off. And of course the CEO, he don't know who he laid off specifically. That man is up on his high horse handling the big stuff, okay? So his pay grade is not to check in on the well-being of the people laid off. You know, that's just not what happens. And I was working in tech. So layoffs, like working in tech is a very volatile industry. Layoffs happen every day, okay? So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out to this man because I'm very passionate about everything I have going on right now. To him, it's just another layoff, but to me, this is like stopping me from breaking generational curses. This is stopping me. And of course, eventually, I knew we were gonna get our house, but if we couldn't get it right now, it could deter our whole journey. It could put us on a totally different trajectory. I just had all these thoughts in my mind, like one small decision that y'all made at this company literally can affect people's lives forever, you know, or if not forever, at least temporarily set us back. You know what I'm saying? So again, I felt like, what do I have to lose? So I sent that man a private message on LinkedIn. Y'all, do you know he responded? I gave him my personal email because when you get laid off or you get fired, but I got laid off, but you know, if you get let go, period, from a job, especially in corporate, they shut down your stuff immediately. Like, by the end of the business day, after I had that meeting with HR and my manager, I was locked out of my accounts. Company email was not working. It's very much bye. Like, nice to meet you. It was nice while it lasted. Here's your severance. Bye. Like, they kick you out. So I had to send him a message. I gave him my personal email, and I was just like, I hope you see this so we can come to some type of compromise, come to an understanding, because even if I am only able to work for just 2 more weeks, literally those 14 days can help me and my family tremendously, because when the loan officer finishes this underwriting process, he will be looking for an employment verification from y'all. So of course I didn't say it in a nasty way. I said it in a very stern but professional way. And yeah, he responded. He responded within 2 hours, okay? The Lord touched his heart. The Lord moved on my behalf.
I like them shorter.
For, you know, the abrupt layoff and blah, blah, blah. You know, he gave some corporate jargon. And then he said he would love to support me in my journey to first-time home ownership. And he CC'd the HR manager and some other people to basically handle it because, honey, again, this is not what his high pay grade does, okay? This is for the peons. Y'all handle that. So he CC'd them, child. Let me tell you, within 24 hours, my work laptop was back up and running. All of my systems, everything was back normal, like I had never gotten laid off. My account, my work email, child, everything was restored, okay? And that's a word right there, because God will restore. He will provide. In your worst, darkest moments where you just think, what am I gonna do? Baby, God gonna step right in on your behalf without you even having to do too much. Me just sending that simple message on LinkedIn, that's an act of faith. And God was like, oh, okay, you believe in me? Watch me work. I don't know who that's for, but I hope that when times of trouble come, you can think quick on your feet. Don't get too discouraged. Don't cry too much, because I'm gonna tell you, I cried. I was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I remember that was before our dog passed, so I took my dog on a walk. I went to this local park, and I sat on a bench and like cried for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. I wasn't like sobbing, man, because see, that move that I did to contact him, that wasn't me. I'm gonna let you know right now, because that's not something I would ever do. I never DM no CEO of no company, especially a CEO that I never met before. So that was God that put that on my heart. And again, once again, He will restore, He will move mountains. So put your trust in Him and watch everything you need come to pass. Side note, I don't like to use too much product when I'm doing my blowouts, because my hair is very fine and thin, so too much product will immediately weigh it down. But I do like to spray just a little bit of this weightless coconut oil. You probably see it all the time. I get it from Target. But just like 2 sprays for each section. I split my hair up in 4 sections and just do 2 sprays. I mean, like 2 or 3 pumps. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And before I even blow dry, I do a heat protectant. Forgot to say that. So I have 2 different ones that I like best. Here it is. Here's the first one, Tresemme heat protectant, and then the second one is the traditional Chi flat iron spray. I just kind of lightly throw out my hair while it's still damp, and then as I'm flat ironing, I don't really put too much product, but every so often, when I'm almost done with the section, I'll just spray that oil I just showed you. That gives it like a nice little sheen and keeps it from like having too much flyaways. But yeah, anyway, back to the story, y'all, because clearly I'm just giving some background, giving some fun facts. So I was forced into entrepreneurship October 2021, decided to go full time with my brand. I was a reseller at the time, and I negotiated after the CEO hit me up. You know, when I sent that LinkedIn message, I let the HR manager know because she reached out to me in a separate thread. She was like, how can we support? And I said, hey, I believe that my home buying process, like we should be able to close on the home within 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. So if you could just extend my contract. We were able to get, you know, like the furniture we needed, like the starter furniture, your starter home, and pay a lot of the closing costs. It's a lot of other things that come with, you know, getting a house that you gotta pay for when you first move in. So we use that severance packet really well. We made that thing stretch. On top of my husband's salary and on top of me doing my resales, I would get on Instagram Live and do the resales. So shout out to my Good Girl Tribe from Good Girl Stir. For those of you all who remember the days, we would sit on live and we would talk trash and sip our wine and shop. I miss those days. Not enough to go back, but those are some good days. So boom, back to the entrepreneurship journey. When I started, you know, being a full-time content creator and reseller, I was really just moving off of vibes. Like, I don't think I would even consider myself an entrepreneur because, well, I don't know. Like back then, I would consider myself an entrepreneur now. Like I'm a business owner now. Yes, ma'am. I got it all the paperwork. I got an accountant. I just hired my first team member. Like I'm doing the thing. But back then, I don't think I should have been like speaking on nobody's piano back then. Like what advice did I have? I was just waking up, making content when I felt like it, and doing these live sales, going thrifting. I had no structure, no order. I think that's a big reason why my brand was kind of steadily growing back then versus now. It's, I mean, taking off. Like I'm about to hit 400,000 followers any day now. It's crazy. I think I'm at like 394 this morning. Today is, February 24th because today's a panel. So today is February 24th, and I hit 200,000 followers right before my birthday. My birthday is December 16th. So when you do the math, December to January is 1 month. January to February is 2 months. So I've doubled my following on Instagram in 2 months. That's insane. Like, and it's not just going from 5K to 10K, going from 200K to 400K is crazy. But is it? No, it's not. Because now I have more strategy, more intention. I'm more confident in my brand than I've ever been. My advice to you all watching this who want to start something or want to go full time, don't wait until you've been just moving off of vibes and energy like I was. Like, don't wait the 2 years. Like, get intentional now. Get serious now. Start running your brand like a true business. And I'm not saying you need to be hiring team members and stuff right now because you might not be in the financial position to do so, and you might not need that. Like you might be able to carry your entire brand on your back and do everything on your own like I was doing. But eventually I realized I cannot do all this on my own or I'm gonna burn out and crash. Like it's not happening. I can't continue to be the creative director, the producer, the editor, the person in front of the camera and behind the camera. I can't do all that. So I think for full-time entrepreneurship for the first, I would say from October 2021, or really November, because I did go back to work for a little bit. But yeah, from November 2021 to like, I would say summer 2022, I was just, again, no real strategy. I didn't have management. Well, I got my first manager who's negotiating my brand deals and stuff, but it just gives crickets. But you have to keep going. You literally have to keep going as if your brand is doing these insane numbers when nobody is watching but your cousin, your best friend, and your mom and them. Like, it's very humbling. And most people don't want to be humbled. And I don't blame y'all. Because, like, what? Why you want to humble me, Lord? Like, oh, Jesus, why? Help me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to go back down to zero. At least when you was at your job, you might have got a little promotion. You know, you might have got a little employee of the week. Maybe you had your own desk, your own cubicle, your own office space. You got a plaque for hitting your goals. Like, ain't nobody coming to give you a plaque when you hit your own personal goals for your brand. Ain't nobody shouting you out at the team meeting because you ain't got no team. Like, working for yourself is hard. I get it. I understand completely and wholeheartedly why people would just rather, or they don't know, but why people should rather stay at their job. Like, I'm telling you right now. So if you're somebody who's on the fence right now and you're thinking like, should I go full-time or should I pursue full-time entrepreneurship? Maybe, but maybe not. Like, maybe it's okay for you to have like passion projects and side hustles that bring you extra income without fully committing. Because again, it sounds good, right? The end result, but most people don't want to do the work because sometimes the work sucks and it's not rewarding. But that's okay. It's okay for you to get that gratification for doing a good job from a job, if that makes sense. Like, it's totally fine for you to feel fulfilled building someone else's dream. I'm really tired of the narrative, and this is ironic because I'm about to go speak on a panel about entrepreneurship, Black women in entrepreneurship. So this is ironic that I'm saying this, but I feel led always to speak from the heart. And I also have to be responsible with my platform, and I don't know who's watching this. So if you're someone like me that's like, I'm never going back to work, cool. But for the rest of y'all who are on the fence, maybe you're on the fence for a reason. It could be because you just need some motivation, you being lazy, or you just stuck in a rut right now. It could be because of that, and you're gonna come out of it, you're gonna come out on top. Or it could be because you're just meant to stay where you're at and climb the corporate ladder or the ladder in education, or I don't know, if you're in the service industry, maybe you're meant to run that restaurant, maybe you're meant to one day own that hotel. I don't know, but I just want you to know that success doesn't always have to mean you built something and you're sustaining it on your own or with a team and it's yours. That's great, but success can also mean you help build someone else's dream and they value you and they appreciate you and you have a work-life balance and you're making enough money to feed your family, take care of yourself, and travel and see the world. Or even if you don't like to travel, like if you just like to go out in your local city, like whatever your personal goals are, if you have a good job that allows you to live and not just live to pay bills. Paying bills is just like an afterthought, like you're doing well for yourself or you're maintaining. Child, hold on to that job, especially in this economy, okay? Because let me tell you, there is nothing like being able to clock in and clock out and can't nobody bother you over the weekend, all right? Or can't nobody tell you nothing once you're off the clock. There's nothing like it. And of course I'm figuratively speaking because a lot of you might be on salary where there's not a traditional clock in, clock out. Maybe you do work from home sometimes, or your boss or your supervisor might hit you up after hours or on the weekend. But either way, it's going to be more personal freedom than entrepreneurship. So that's my advice for those of you who are on the fence with, oh, come on, Bob. Hey. Okay, sorry. You gotta hype yourself up sometimes. That's my advice for people who are on the fence. Now, because I'm about to go speak on a whole panel during Black History Month about women entrepreneurship, and Women's History Month is about to be in a couple of days, I gotta speak to entrepreneurs, especially Black women entrepreneurs or aspiring ones. If you really want this lifestyle, because again, entrepreneurship is an entire lifestyle. It is not just something you can pick up and sit back down between the hours of 9 to 5. It will become your life. If you really want it, I need you to look at it as an end-all be-all. Like, there is no plan B. There is no backup. There is no, like, this is how I'm going to put food on the table for my family. And if you ain't got no family or you ain't got there. But for my audience, for whatever reason, child, they're gravitating towards this elevated casual series because the algorithm hasn't been bringing them those type of looks. I just want to encourage you that, especially if you're a content creator, it may take a little bit of time, but you got to keep putting out different types of content until something sticks. Like, keep throwing stuff at the wall. Something's going to stick. And when it comes to full-time entrepreneurship, I speak a lot from the lens, obviously, of wanting to be a full-time content creator, but I know other people watching this, maybe they don't want to be a full-time influencer or content creator. Maybe they have a business or service, but whatever it is, the ideas that I'm saying, it applies to everything. When I say that you can't run your brand, because one of my goals for 2024 is to get more into public way, but for the most part, think about our childhood. We grew up seeing the local news reporters, and it was a...
So I'm using this handheld fan just so I can help the drying process of the nails, because what happened is normally when I do my nails they would get chipped right away, but I'm loving these nails and I don't want them to get chipped, so I'm like, let me go ahead and help the process to speed up a little bit quicker. And that's why I'm using this handheld fan. I really like my nails. It turned out pretty good and I'm enjoying the way they turned out. So I'm just moving back and forth from hand to hand. This one is messed up a little, but I can always clean. Let's see if y'all can see it. Maybe you can see around my cuticles need to be cleaned up. So I'm gonna dry them, and then afterwards I'm gonna use a Q-tip with some alcohol and I'll just clean off the sides. But let me know what you guys think of my nails and what I should do different next time. So I was actually listening to Shanice. Her name is Shay Nicole. And she was given a lot of great pointers on being a full-time YouTube content creator and reasons why you should become a full-time content creator and reasons why you probably just not fit to be, you know, a full-time content creator. So she had a lot of great points in her speech and I really like what she was saying, and I really enjoy her channel. She does a lot of fashion videos, but she does a lot of sit down videos as well, encouraging content creators. Her platform has grown drastically, and I would love to see my my platforms grow, and a lot of the pointers that she said, I really want to implement them into my business when it comes to my content creation, and see how best I can scale my platforms. So I'm just waiting for these ones to be dried. I do not have cuticle oil. That's something I need to go ahead and purchase. I need to get me some cuticle oil. And I need to get one of those UV light machines, just so I could put my nails underneath. But for the meantime, this fan is doing the job as well. So I've already put on this top coat from the brand Orly. I'm gonna go ahead and put in this hardener. I really love this hand. It's really pretty. And I like that they're short, so it's not going to be uncomfortable when I get to work. And that's what I hate, but yeah, so this is how they turned out. Very shiny, very beautiful. Let me go ahead and get some Q-tips so I can clean off this residue. So I found a little bit of acetone. Oh, I forgot to get So I'm going to use these Q-tips. And I don't have the cuticle oil, but I'm going to use baby oil. Okay, so it's taking it off. See, like how I'm going to use the other end. All right, let's use another one. Now this one. Oh, that did the trick. All my nails are clean, y'all. Sometimes you just have to use what you have, guys. I know we have the money to go and splurge and buy it because that's the proper thing to use, but I just feel like sometimes you just have to know how to find another way out. And prime example, this is my cuticle oil today. Yes, I can go to Walgreens and purchase a cuticle oil, but do I really need it? No. There we go. You can't tell me I don't have cuticle oil on my... And to make it look better, just put some here, put some there, because my skin look like alligator skin. I'll shrivel up. Turn this fan off. I got that fan from Amazon last year for like $10. Best investment ever. So if you have any questions about the nails, definitely go ahead and comment them down in the comment section down below. Remember to remain beautiful. Remember that whatever it is that you want for yourself, that thing wants you as well. Just continue to work hard towards it. Even if you're discouraged, even when you're tired, frustrated, just take a breather, woosah, and continue doing the things that needs to be done for you to become successful in the things that you want to see yourself successful in. If the Lord has placed it upon your heart for you to do, is because if he bring you to it, he's going to bring you through it. And this is a word that I will definitely take with me throughout this week. I love y'all. Remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video. I love you. Bye. Let me know if you're going to try and attempt these nails. And I'll definitely come back with an update. And I'll let you guys know if they lasted for 2 weeks or if I had to reapply them. Love you. Bye.